Disclaimer number one, don't be like me because I didn't study for the SAT because I thought that it was test optional. It's not test optional for Georgia Tech. Number two, if you are unfortunately like me who got a bad SAT score, it's not the end of the world. Watch this video to find out. My SAT score is really bad, and by bad, I don't mean like a 1420. It's actually kind of embarrassed to admit. But I'm here at Georgia Tech. So let this video be a reminder for you that stats are not everything. So yeah, I'm a freshman here at Georgia Tech. I'm also an international student. I'm from Jakarta, Indonesia. I've always wanted to make this video, but I've always been so embarrassed because of, that crappy SAT score. And I also did the IB in high school, and my IB scores weren't that good anyway. I made this video so that those of you who are watching can know that grades really aren't everything. And all the other GT videos, how I got into GT, they all get perfect grades. So I'm kind of like wanna let you guys know that you don't have to be like them. It's fine. Other things matter too, like your extracurriculars, your personality, your essays. So, yep, without further ado, here it is, my commonapp. I have it pulled up on my laptop right here. Also, just a disclaimer, we all have different backgrounds, so please don't compare yourselves. I'm just like letting you know that there are other ways to get in. My high school doesn't rank, so I did not put the rank. And my cohort or my high school class is very small, like literally so tiny. I think in my grade there's only like about 45 people. 45. Like it is that small. And also, one interesting thing is that my class in high school was the first class where they switched the curriculum from an Australian curriculum to IB. So we're kind of like a guinea pigs, which is honestly, I don't know if that's good or bad. Probably bad. But yeah, I survived. So yeah, Oz. In my country, Indonesia, high school starts from 10th grade. 9th grade is basically still considered middle school. So it was like really quite an easy workload. So the IB subjects that I took in high school, there are 6. There are 3 higher level subjects and 3 standard levels. For the higher levels, I took higher level Indonesian, higher level math applications and interpretations, and higher level physics. And for standard level, I took computer science, information technology in a global society, and English. My actual IB grade at the end of 12th grade, it was questionable, but I still got the diploma, so that's all that matters. Oh, and my SAT score. Do I really have to repeat this again? Whatever. I got a 1200.
I only realized after I submitted my regular decision application to Georgia Tech that I had to submit my SAT score.
So look, I didn't even try for the SAT because most of the schools are like test optional anyway, right? So I just assumed that GT was test optional, but it's not, and I have to submit it. And the moment I clicked submit, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm definitely not getting in, but I am getting in. All right, next to the awards. So first of all, I said I was the cover feature in a nationally distributed Indonesian magazine for art. So this was like really random. I haven't told you yet, but if you don't know yet, I had an art account back in high school, and there was someone from the magazine who kind of noticed it, and they did a quick online interview and I was featured. So that was like kind of cool and also random. And then next, I was the first place in a storytelling competition in Jakarta. It was back in 9th grade. And last, I was also the first place debate team, me and 2 friends. There was like a school level debate team also back in 9th grade. So yeah, as you can see here, my grades aren't the best and my awards aren't that flashy. For future plans, I put undecided because I am undecided. I'm gonna get to my favorite part, the activity section or the extracurriculars. So I strongly believe that this might be what actually got me in and not my grades, because I feel like a lot of people get way higher grades than me. So here it is. So for the activities, I was a very artsy kid, as I told you before. The very first thing that I put was that I was a digital and traditional artist. I had an Instagram art account and I had a YouTube channel. And honestly, it was kind of delulu for me to put it there because my Instagram art account had like, 400 followers, and my YouTube channel had like 150 subscribers. So, yeah. But it's fine because that was the activity that I was most passionate about throughout my life. Like not just high school. I've been having like art accounts since like 6th grade, honestly, since I had Instagram. So this was really my passion. Whether or not there's college apps, whether or not there's school, I will still be doing this. And then next, At the summer after 11th grade, I was lucky enough to get a really short internship. It was only 2 weeks long. It was a web development internship. Friends, I wasn't lucky. I was just proactive. So I was enrolled in this tuition after school class thing, and I just talked to the teacher and said, I can do basic web development. Would it be okay if I just intern in your course for like 2 weeks? And he was like, sure. So that's how I got it. Next, I founded my high school's first art club. So there wasn't any art club, and I just decided to bring a couple of friends in my sophomore year. There were the six of us, and we just decided to start it. The club actually died in my senior year, which was really sad. But it's fine, you know. I'm really happy that I started it with my friends. It was really fun. Like, it was one of the highlights of my high school years. Next was theater. So I was also a theater kid. I really spent so much effort in theater. Like, I really loved acting. But it was also quite easy for me to get like the lead actor role in my high school because not a lot of people love to act or be on stage. So I kind of just be like, hey, I want to be the lead actor. And everyone else are like, okay, sure, because no one else wanted to. Next, it's the community service. Okay, so in the IB, there's a thing called CAS or Community Activity and Service. It's like mandatory extracurricular. And I just put my cast project here. So in here, I was the mentor and the host of a program that I developed for middle school students. It's about mental health and soft skills. And it was quite fun because we designed workbooks and we sent out the workbooks to the kids. It was like an online activity. We did games, interactive modules, and oh my god, the kids are so cute. Next, it's also a community service. So the principal of my high school personally requested me and my small art club to draw a mural in an underprivileged high school in Indonesia. So I was the person in charge and also the team member for the mural team. And this event was also hosted by the Habitat for Humanity Indonesia. Oh my god, this painting a mural was so hard. I underestimated how hard it would be. I just painted like a little Indonesian map with my 5 friends. It was so tiring. Oh my god. I got COVID after that. Yeah, not good. And then next, I was the student representative. So basically, it was sort of just like the vice principal asked us, "Hey, do you want to be student representatives? Because y'all like look really active." And I'm like, "Okay, sure, why not?" So sometimes the vice principal would ask us to assist underclassmen, and I would be happy to. And then next, I was part of the student council or student government all throughout high school. So I was the secretary in 9th grade and I was the creative team member in 10th and 11th grade. And we did a lot of things like fundraising, organized school events, just stuff like that. Nothing out of the ordinary. I was also the social media head for a community service club that an upperclassman founded. It's called Boxes of Hope, and I just helped coordinate when we post on our Instagram. Basically, just that. And last but not least, debate. So it was only at 9th grade and 10th grade, basically. I did quite a few debate. I was part of the debate club and I kind of helped coach the underclassmen a little bit, but that was like really short. And yeah, I feel like these activities are the ones that helped me get it. Okay, another thing that I feel like might help me get it was the essays. So there are two essays. First of all, it's just the commonapp essay, and second, it's the Georgia Tech supplemental essay. So for the commonapp essay, I basically just wrote about how when I was a kid, I used to always compare myself to others, even now, honestly. But it was so bad when I was a kid. I remember that when I was in a little coloring competition, I would be too focused on looking to the left and right and not to my own artwork that I didn't finish my artwork. And because of that, I kind of like flopped the competition. And that was when I realized that I always compare myself to others. But then I tried to show some character development because in 11th grade, I sort of felt insecure again because a lot of my friends around me are very talented. But instead of being drowned in insecurity, I asked myself, why not I collaborate instead of compete? So yeah, I invited them to collaborate on this little theater project because it was COVID at that time. So we created a Christmas movie and it was live streamed at our school's Zoom. That was my commonapp essay. I could make another video where I read it. I honestly think it was pretty cute, so yeah, let me know if you want me to read it. Next is my Georgia Tech supplemental essay. Oh my god, in that essay, I feel like I really was trying to sound smart. Yeah. But basically, what I was talking about is that I'm a very artsy person, but I'm also very interested in math and computer science. So just because I am artsy doesn't mean that I can't be an engineer, and vice versa. And even right now, I still think that, like, who is the one to dictate you into thinking that you should only be one thing in your life? No, you can be two things. You can be multiple things. Like, you're not just a robot that is programmed to only do one thing. You're literally human and you are multifaceted. So, yeah, the point is that I am both left brained and right brained, and I love both math and computer science and also art, music, writing, stuff like that. Okay, and also lastly, I yapped a lot in the additional information sections. Here's basically what I put. First of all, it's my undecided career. So, yeah, I didn't want them to think that I was lazy to think about my future when I put undecided, so I put an explanation over there. And then I also put in explanations for my IB subjects choice. So I didn't take IB visual arts, even though I was a very artsy person, because I was like interested in computer science. So I took physics and computer science instead. But I still did a lot of art out of school. I was really happy that I did that. And then I also like added an excerpt of my extended essay for IB, which I really don't know if that was necessary. I don't think that's necessary, honestly. But yep, those are my additional information sections. And that is basically the whole application I have shared with you. And from here, I hope you guys feel like it's okay if you don't have the most best grades. Most best grades. I should go back to sixth grade English. Anyway, it's okay if you don't have the best grades, and it's okay if you don't have the best extracurriculars. Like, if you notice from my extracurriculars, I do not have anything related to academics at all. I didn't participate in any competitions, like academic competitions. I didn't do Olympiads. I wasn't part of any math honor society or anything, literally. It was just basically art, volunteering, student government, and that one internship that I was lucky to get. So my advice to you is just apply, even if you had a crappy SAT. Like me, once again, my SAT. Whoa, I'm so proud of this score. But I still applied. I was the Lulu, and I got it. So you should just apply. And even if you don't get in, like, it's okay. Because at the end of the day, you want to go to a school that accepts you for who you are, who you truly are. And I feel like in this application, I really put who I am into it. I didn't put stuff that I think are the most great on top of the list for my activity section. I put my Instagram art account with 400 followers. But that was something that I was the most passionate about. I just put it there. I feel like the admissions officers, they really could see that I was crazy about art and maybe they think it was interesting. Same for you, you know? I'm pretty sure every single human being have this one thing that they're kind of obsessed in. It doesn't have to be like engineering, math, research. It could literally be cooking, eating, anime, K drama, K pop, karaoke, Disney, like literally anything. I suggest you to just like put that on top of the list on your activity section because that's unique to you. If you try to mold yourself into that stereotypical perfect college applicant, then I feel like there's already thousands of other applicants who try to do the same thing. So, my advice would be first of all, just apply, and second of all, be unapologetically yourself. So, hopefully, this video helped you. And if you have further questions, you can drop it down in the comments, or you can also ask me on Instagram at mariewibisana.